Danglebangers. It's your girl Timo.
And Mandy.
And we dangling.
Danglin.
Welcome to episode 12, y'all. Mandy, what's up with you, girl? How you been this week?
Girl, I've been good. I'm enjoying my last bit of freedom because they have summoned us back to the plantation beginning September the 8th.
Oh
So I
no, you got to go back into the workplace. No.
girl,
What is the
girl.
rate of COVID in y'all establishment in North Carolina?
Well, in North Carolina, just the other day, we had broke a record for 2,500 new cases in a day. But just go back
Oh, but y'all
and
going back to work.
and what's
What?
also yeah, right. And what's also interesting is that the governor decided to go for it from plan phase 2 to phase 2.5, where they'll open up some gyms, even though the numbers are still peaking. But at this point, they do what they want. So
Wow.
so we'll be back on September the 8th, and we will be in our offices. We are not to congregate in the hallways. They took the tables out of the break room. So, we don't have access to the water dispensers, coffee machine, none of that. So basically we're gonna come in the office. We only have one entrance, and come in single file line. They're gonna check your temperature when you come into the office, and then you go to your respective offices, and we're having a staff meeting. And you may ask, well, no, I'm gonna ask you, so how are we having since we're going back into the office, how are we having our first staff meeting?
I mean, with mask and such.
No, we're having it on Zoom in the office. So we're gonna have
Bro, why are y'all going in?
a virtual staff meeting while we work in the office.
What?
Yep, you heard it correct. So I'm gonna
I'm
enjoy.
done.
I'm gonna enjoy not wearing pants for the rest of this week, since I have to go back in the office. So yeah, how are
That's so,
you?
that's so funny. I actually almost tweeted the other day, like, "Oh, y'all be wearing pants."
I do not. I don't have on pants
Oh,
right now.
oh
No, I don't.
wow.
No, I don't wear that. What is that?
What are those? Pants? Are you kidding me?
Pants? And
Listen, my legs, my thighs are enjoying their time together. Okay. They
together,
have no reason. They have no
we're
reason to be
happy and we're
separated.
singing.
Give me a high five. Yes,
So,
honey. Oh my god.
well, make it clap. Hey,
Hey, just make it clap.
make it clap.
Yo, okay. My week. Oh, girl, it's just been so much going on. I feel like I'm constantly playing catch up, and I just don't like it. But it's crazy because things get done. Like, and that's the problem. I
hmm
thrive. I'm a what is it? A functioning procrastinator. So I thrive clearly on the rush of being behind. But I've accomplished some great things this week. I was submitted a book chapter I have been working on. Hey,
Hey,
out here writing. Um,
who would have ever
yeah.
thought you would get paid to write so much?
Well, hold up, because you know we really getting paid to write science papers, and
Hello?
I'm actually writing a paper about the fact that we don't get paid to write science papers. You
Oh
actually
Lord,
have to pay.
your sound went out like for like 10 seconds.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we don't get paid to write science papers. I'm actually like writing something about that. You have actually have to pay to submit a paper unless it's like some type of special issue or special request or something like that. Yeah, they be zapping people.
Oh.
And they don't care about us at all. But also this week, honey, I've been catching up on my shows here and there. And just throughout quarantine, I feel like I found myself just like watching random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
and just watching random stuff on TV. But also, Netflix hit us with the strong black lead and started releasing all these black shows. And Sister is actually the latest release. And
Sister,
so,
sister.
hey,
Ow.
hey, hey,
Ow.
hey, sister. So I know I'm about to be watching that today. And it's gonna be my new Golden Girls. So I'm very excited about that. So I feel like we should just have a whole episode based on what we've been watching during quarantine.
Okay,
So
I'm here
yeah,
for it. I'm here for it.
what you
Honey,
been watching?
first of all, back to Strong Back Black League. Um,
Okay.
Shout out to the girls who have been doing their job up there at the Netflix headquarters to ensure that the black content is there.
Correct.
They now have a category for strong black lead. They have a strong Twitter following, and the girls have been doing what they needed to do. You know, we got the game, we got sister now, we got Moesha. Um,
Mhm.
we getting the content nowadays, and for that we say thank you, okay? Because ever since they release Mo to the E to the Moesha,
Hey.
your girl has transitioned from watching Sex in the City every night to Moesha. Okay. So let's talk about Moesha, or better known as Brandy Norwood. And I did watch the versus battle last night. Did you?
Honey, I watched a little bit of it. And it was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Over 1 million people joined on Instagram, plus whatever the analytics. I'm sure they'll talk about it later for Apple Music. But honey, it was just so nostalgic. I was like, come on, like the teenage me had been wanting that for so long, And I like Brandy. I appreciate her. Everybody says she's the singer's favorite singer. But I'm Team Gunica, okay? Okay, and my girl came with the fashions, with the Fendi, okay, ready, okay, with the little beret or whatever kind of hat you call that, honey. Monica came with the fashions, and she came with the nigga classics, okay. Never meant
Okay.
to cause you no pain, I just wanna go back,
To
okay.
be in yes. Wait. I only want to make things right.
Right.
You gotta get it. That right.
Yeah, I was with my homegirl yesterday. We was watching it or whatever, and I was like, Monica had that type of music where you had to move your neck with it.
Yeah.
No, right? Like you don't
Cause you
say that with a straight neck. You know what I
you gotta
mean?
roll your neck on that one. You got to roll your neck. Got
Okay.
to.
Don't take it personal. Like you gotta move that neck. You gotta quip. You gonna roll that lip. You gotta do things when you listen to Monica. But Brandy did good too. The dynamic was a little awkward between them, but they're two different people. Either way, they didn't fight. So we're happy that they were able to give us that moment for the culture.
For the culture. Right.
Okay. But let's talk about Moesha.
Mm-hmm.
So first thing is, and this happens a lot, like, as you get older, things that you appreciated and things that you indulged in when you were a child, you look at it from a different lens when you grow up. And that is the same for me watching Moesha now.
Mm-hmm.
Um Moesha was problematic, honey. Her
Mm-hmm.
and Frank. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Frank.
Frank was misogynistic, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to do everything he could to ensure that they knew that they were in a home where the patriarchy was valued and was of most importance in that household. Thank goodness for D for trying to keep Frank Mitchell down to earth. Okay.
Right.
Okay, because he did some things, but enough about him. Let's talk about Moesha. Moesha, did your daddy give you a brand new car and you said you ain't want it?
Yeah, she did.
As a person who, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, I just didn't realize how much an attitude she had. I just didn't remember that. Like, she just stayed with an attitude. I was like, dang, Mo, why you always mad?
Like everybody else, Hakeem ain't even got food on at his house. He would have been happy to have a brand new car. But no, Moesha, I don't want that. And they gonna go get a little lemon. Like, what, Moesha? Okay. You remember the episode where she was supposed to write a article or whatever, and she was up against some other chick, and one of them would get like their article featured or something like that. So they had like a skip party
And she went
at
and
Hakeem
snitched on
house,
that whole
and
team.
you went and snitched on the whole team. Like, bro, for real?
Right. Moesha was trash, yo. And then what that killed me, the episode when she pulled out that poetry book. And then for Brandy to have that poetry book last night, I was like, you know what? I'm done with her because
I did not
what
need to hear none of that Moesha
right.
poems.
We don't need to hear none of these poems you out here doing.
Monica was
Which
just looking. Monica was looking like another one. Dang, sis, like we really ain't here for this.
right.
The
Right.
only,
We're
the
really
only,
not.
the only thing they was missing was a bed for her to be laying in the bed reading out that damn journal. Like, Moesha, come on, sis, we ain't here for that.
Man, I feel like she did it. I feel like she started watching the reruns and remembered that she used to write poetry and pulled it out just for the culture or something. Cause I know Brandy ain't been writing no poems.
That nigga ain't wrote no poems in 30 years.
I
Okay,
know she ain't been writing no poems. I know she
no,
ain't.
Moesha, really? Look, you know how they say Carisha, please, Moesha, please. Okay, what are we doing here, sis? Yeah, but Moesha was just different. Like they fat shamed Kim every
Every
single
episode.
episode.
Hey.
Okay. They poor shamed Hakeem every single episode. You remember the episode where they were trying to go to Africa and Frank was like, "Oh, took your college savings funds." Um so that I could go, build the Saturn dealership. And it was like, Frank, first of all, how you just deplete all the funds and not have a conversation with your wife? Okay. Like, dang, D made more money than you, probably. Like, you just gonna take all the money. But anyways, back to the topic. Okay. So Moesha, Frank told you, hey, you not going to Africa right now. So your friends, because you had been raising money for poor mouth Hakeem to go to Africa, but then your friends also raised money for you and you didn't want to take the money. Not okay giving charity, but not being a beneficiary.
right. Right. Bougie.
Okay.
Bougie.
Classy, bougie, ratchet. Okay. And then you got a whole tattoo on your stomach and was just like, yep, I'm just gonna come up in the house, mind my business. So much. But either way, I'm still watching it. It's my new bedtime show. So I'm good with it. Um, let me say this last thing. How how did they cast Q? Because Q face was a lot growner than theirs.
Please. What you mean?
You ain't think that Q gave 27-year-old vibe versus they gave like, teenage college freshman
Mm,
vibes. I felt
I
like
can
I always thought he was a little older in his spirit than them.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, what you been watching?
Oh goodness. So I'm gonna start with this one because I can't believe that I'm still watching this show. Okay. I can't believe that I'm still watching this show because I can't believe that people are still doing this. And now they're filming this show via Zoom. Do you know which show I'm talking about?
You better not be talking about Catfish.
I am talking about Catfish, everybody.
You should see my face.
Y'all, I am obsessed with Catfish for some reason because it's just such foolery that people go years, okay? They go years without a FaceTime, without a picture, without a voice call, and they be in love with these people. Like in love. Like, oh, I'm going to marry this person. I'm going to have their kids. This is my boyfriend. This is my girlfriend, all of this. And this has been going on for years. So I was like, to be honest, I think I had just forgot about Catfish for a while because I'm like, yo, the show has to be over. So
Right.
I was perusing, lurking around looking for something to watch. And I was
Right.
like, let me see if they still doing catfish. So y'all, not only are they still doing catfish, they are literally now doing catfish via Zoom.
How does that work? Do they turn their camera on?
No, they had a camera on. So it was the craziest episode the other day. I'll tell you about it. So, okay. It was the episode. It was this little boy, and he had been talking to this other little boy for like 8 years or something stupid like that. And the dude had helped him come out. And so, he was in love with him, obsessed. So then, of course, they come in to do the little background catfish data. And they kind of found out like the phone number that he had been using belongs to this old man. So they're like, oh Lord, what's going on? Have you been talking to this old man? So of
Right.
course now they're on Zoom. So they basically, they drag the story out. At the end of the day, they end up sending the number, the Zoom link, and was like, hey, this guy really wants to meet you. Like, you owe him this. Just click the Zoom link. Girl. And so they're like, we'll see. Like, maybe it's the little boy you've been talking to, maybe it's an old man. We'll see. Girl, why by they sitting there and then all of a sudden you see the old man click onto the Zoom link and he looks like ooh, and
Oh
he clicked
no.
back off. He clicked back off. But
What?
listen, and he literally like exits the Zoom. Like he looks, sees who's on Zoom, and then he's like, oh, he looks like scared, and so he exits off. But what's crazy about that is that literally like 2 seconds later, the little boy clicks on the Zoom link.
Oh,
So it was turns out that he was talking to him. And then so they're like super confused, like, oh my gosh, who is this old man? Like, is this your sugar daddy or something?
right.
And then he's just like, oh, he was a friend. I was using his phone. And it was like super nonchalant.
Uh-uh.
Yes. And like it was like that's just how it ended. It was just like, yeah, he was just a little stupid kid who
Oh,
didn't have a phone. He was just using this old man's phone
oh,
for 8 years.
why?
Right. But he didn't even care about the dude. Like he had been telling him he was in love with him and all of this. He didn't even care about the dude. So honestly, the fact that catfish still exists, the fact that people are allowing themselves to get catfish, and then the fact that they are doing this during quarantine, during COVID,
Oh
and
my
that
god.
these fools, MTV is capitalizing off this foolishness, and I'm watching it. It's just so much. It's just so much. So that's what I was starting off with. That's the foolishness. That is catfish.
I never understood like there's so much technology. Like, you know what I mean? Like we got FaceTime. Okay, let's say you're an Android person. Like they got Facebook Messenger video, they got Instagram video, they got Zoom. Like how do you just like be in contact with somebody who you allegedly are like in a relationship with for like years and be like, oh, you know what? I ain't gonna meet them. I'm not going to like even try to figure out what they face look like for real, for real. Like, how do you do that? Like, there has to be something like psychologically wrong with these people, and like it's something wrong there. I don't get
It
it.
is. No, it definitely is. It definitely is. It's nothing else to say about it. It's really not. Like, yeah. I can't believe it's still on, but I'm watching it, so here we are.
Right? Look, they still
And
got
that's
their
why it's still
ratings.
on. Yeah, and that's why it's still on because I'm watching it.
Okay, look at Zoom up here uncovering the truth. Okay.
Uncovering the truth. Oh my gosh. What's your next one?
It's so hard to say goodbye to pass the green leaf.
Oh, why they kill Bishop? Why they kill Bishop?
Why they do my man like that?
They did not
Bishop
have to do Bishop Greenleaf like that.
Bishop had been through so much. He had just got his wife back. You know, the church seemed like he was gonna be okay for a moment, and they just gonna go ahead and kill him. Like it ain't even no chance for the show to come back. Lady
Mm-mm.
May trying to get him that wop, and he didn't clocked out. Oh my god.
Oh my God, I hate you. Yeah, she did try to throw that wop wop on him, and he said he said zap. That's what he said. Zap.
Yeah, he said, "Lay it down. Oh, lay it down."
Oh my god.
Oh God. Ugh, so sad. I didn't like how that show ended. It just was real.
I didn't either. It was just like unnecessary. Like why y'all had to kill him?
I honestly, the way it ended, they could have just been like, they could have just put up I don't know, a little picture of him and like, bye y'all. We ain't got no ending because the way they ended was just so stupid. Like I don't.
It's like they got tired.
They've been, a lot of shows been doing that. That's what happened with Game of Thrones. The girl said that it just ended like abruptly. Like I don't know why these folks can't close out a show. Like the show ain't gonna last forever. It's not Grey's Anatomy. Like you you know what I mean? Like
Right.
your show ain't gonna last forever.
Look
You gotta
on
get
Law and Order, because that show been going on for 30 years, okay?
okay. Da dum 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 dum. Is Olivia still there?
Yes, honey, she done moved all the way up. She running the whole thing now.
Ooh, okay, Olivia. That's
Yeah,
the
okay.
that's
Benson.
Yeah, that's about the only character I know. And then I think what Ice T on there or somebody or Ice Cube, one of them, one of the
Ah,
Ices. Which
Ice
one is
T,
he?
his Ice T, and he don't be doing nothing but lurking and doing the lead.
He come in there to get his bare minimum paycheck, okay? And I'm not mad at it. He said, "Listen, listen." He said, "I'm just here so I won't get fined." Okay, I'm not mad, Ice T.
Literally,
I'm
that's
not
how
mad.
he be.
Look, matter of fact, Ice T probably didn't say it during the COVID. He said, "Hey, I ain't even got to record. Can y'all just? I'll do a voiceover, dog. Like he probably doing voiceovers, dog."
Actually, probably is. Oh,
Hey.
but yeah, Greenleaf. I mean, if you haven't watched Greenleaf, it's definitely worth it. I think most of it's on Netflix. Like the first 4 seasons is on Netflix, and then the fifth season is probably on the Oprah Winfrey Network on OWN if you got the app. But
Yeah.
it was just like this really good show, just about black mega church drama, like just good.
Oh, honey, the drama, honey. Whew,
The
of the
tr-
church.
the tea, the juice, the ratchetry,
We
honey.
gonna have to do an episode on just the church in general one day.
Lord, oh, the church, yeah.
Amen. Okay,
Amen.
so what you got?
Oh my gosh, let me see what else I've been watching. Oh, so I just started back watching. Oh my god, that hurt my head. Dang, I just hurt my scratch my head too hard. Oh my
Oh,
lord. Dang, that hurt. So I just started back watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
yes.
So I'm watching the Drag Race All Stars right now, and when I tell you, those girlies be giving me all of the tea and the foolishness, like they are so crazy. And then I was thinking about, okay, this is gonna go to the side for a little bit, but while I was thinking, like, do women do drag? But then I guess is it like that's just regular women dressing up?
You mean you mean a woman dressing like a woman who's trying to be like a woman?
Right. Because it's so exaggerated. Like, it's costume makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a good question.
right. Like, cause some like we never would expect women to just be out here like dressed up like that. But like it's so extravagant and extra and they do like little shows and shit. So like do women have like do
I
women do stuff like
wonder. Um,
that? Is that what pageants are?
you know, you know, that's a good question. I don't know the answer. There has to be at least some women who do drag shows, right?
Right, but
But
that's
is
what I'm
this
saying. Like what makes them drag? Like I didn't know.
but then it wouldn't be called a drag show, right?
Right. That's what maybe I don't know what drag. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, I was just thinking about that while I was watching it because honestly, some of look, they be dressed to the nines, honey, and they be looking good. I was like, wow. And then the episode I was watching, that dude on there who do the Britney Spears, he looked just like Britney Spears, y'all. Y'all have not, you probably could just Google him and just say like drag person who does Britney Spears. Like he looked just like her. But they be like, hating on him because they be like, dang, you a one look, you a one trick pony. Um,
Is that little small little white boy?
yeah, small little white boy. I think his
What was
name
his name?
Derek. I think his name Derek.
Okay.
I want to say
Okay.
his name is Derek.
Answer me this. Why do
Hmm.
RuPaul always say, Shantae, you stay? You know how she say that? Like, where does that come from? Who is Shantae or Shantae? Who?
I think it's just like, isn't it like, I thought it was a different language. Like she was trying to be like funny. Cause she be like, Shantae, you stay in sashay away or something. Or the other one, sashay away.
Yeah. I was like, who is that? Like when I first started watching it, I was like, who's Shantae? Because I
Oh
was
my.
like, that's not Shantae. Yeah.
No, I feel like it's just like a saying, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna say that to somebody one day. Shantae, you stay. Okay.
I think it is. I think that's exactly what you can do. Shantae, you stay.
It's something else RuPaul say at the end. Oh God, I
If you
cannot
can't love
remember.
yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? He said
That's
that.
correct. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I like that little show. They be showing out and but it's so fascinating, like how they transform. Like,
Right. It's amazing to watch. Like, it's amazing. I'll be in there looking like, dang.
yeah, shout out to the girls.
Shout
That's
out.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be happy with the winner. I really do.
I'm excited to maybe I'll watch it. I mean, so many shows now all of a sudden.
Well, tonight you're probably gonna want to watch our girl Taylor Townsend. She's playing in the U.S. Open tonight at 10 p.m.
Oh, I forgot tennis was bad. Look at me out of the loop.
Serena
I'm gonna
won
have to
today.
watch that. Oh man, I miss Serena today, and I was in the house
hmm
all day. I
Pretty
am
much.
disgusted.
Yep, you
Oh
missed
my
it.
gosh, why didn't nobody tell me nothing?
Mm, sorry.
Dang.
Slack. You slack, sis. You ain't no real fan.
Right. Guess I was trying
Okay.
to work. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay. Down in the valley.
Down in the valley.
P Valley. That's my show. That's my show. That little ratchet show with Uncle Clifford and Miss M.I. Cricket letter, I.
Cricket letter,
Cricket letter,
cricket letter.
humpback, I. And Mercedes.
Honey, when I tell you they had me wanted to jump on the pole and do some tricks, honey, when they did that episode when was it when Mercedes she was on top of that one girl on the pole and did a little twerk session on top of the girl. You remember that?
Yes, I do. I do. All the way up in the
Honey,
ceiling.
all the way in
Yeah.
the ceiling. Honey, I wanted to turn into an acrobat right then and there, okay?
I did too, but then I realized, like, yeah, I want to live tomorrow. So it's not gonna happen.
Oh my god. Now I also want to live.
But like folks be like, they a lot of people have stuff to say about people in the entertainment industry, particularly, the after dark entertainment industry. But honey, I done been to the strip club, honey. You gotta have some core to be able to be up on that pole, honey. Cause I done went to a couple
Right.
pole dancing classes and it didn't go well. It really didn't. So yeah, shout out to the strippers, honey. Yeah, I love them strippers. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
them
little strip.
strippers.
I mean, they be out here working because I can't swing around the poles, and they like and it be organized like it's choreographed, like they're dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a talent. It's artistic.
It's art. And then, honey, let me just say this. All the acrobatics that they be doing, and then they go twerk their cooch juice in front of somebody. Oh, the confidence, honey. Because after I sweat, I'm ready to get to the shower. That's a whole workout that they did up there on the pole. And then you got to go in the boom boom room and get lap dances, honey. I would have
Right.
I would have needed a shower.
You very correct. Cause yeah, that don't sound good. You right about that.
Honey, and Uncle Clifford, honey. I am so happy that they gave Uncle Clifford a storyline with love in it.
Right. And with the little rapper.
Honey, Little Murder. What his name? Little Murder.
We a little murder. We a little murder, and then little murder got a hit about to come out.
Okay, and then Lil Murder then went to the woods and then decorated a car, child. Woo. Oh, honey, yeah. Lil Murder, Lamarcus. I think this is what's his name? Is it
I think
Lamarcus?
it is Lamarcus. I think it is.
Honey, Lamarcus is in love. I
He
think I'm
really
in
is.
love
Oh,
again.
I'm in love with a stripper. Yeah, yeah. Hey, in Napoli. I'm in love with a stripper.
and and P Valley, they soundtrack is lit. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like I had to download it, and not just the official one, but like all the songs. Somebody made a playlist of like all the songs that have been played throughout. And girl, like,
Oh,
I
dang,
was
that's on
outside.
Apple Music.
Yeah, I have to share it with you. I'll try to put it in the description. Let me
Yeah.
make a note to put the P Valley music in the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it in there. But yeah, it's a bop, honey. I was walking around the neighborhood, trying to get me a couple of calories burned off. And I was like, twerking a little bit in the parking lot. I said, okay then. Okay. So anyways, what you got? You got any more shows?
Um. Oh yeah, I want to tell you about this random show. Okay, I don't know what I was doing because sometimes, okay, you know how you'll be in the mood for like a show, but then sometimes I'll be in the mood for like a movie. Does that
Mm-hmm.
ever happen to you? I don't know. Either way.
Yeah.
So I was like in a mood for like a movie. So I'm like, all right, what I'm gonna watch? So I click on the show, and you probably have seen it because I feel like it just pops up on Netflix. But it's this girl. It's a black girl. I think she brown, like honey brown, and she has honey blonde hair. It's like a honey blonde little like fade. And the show
Hmm.
is called, and the movie is called Goldie. Either way, when I tell y'all just need to go watch Goldie because I have now watched Goldie twice and I still don't know what Goldie was about. Y'all, it's the most foolish movie.
Twice.
I watched it twice, y'all. I watched it twice because I watched it. I don't know if this has ever I don't think this has ever happened to me before, but I literally watched it and I was like, yo, what did I just watch? And it was like with me. So then I was looking, I think it was like the next day, I was looking for something to watch. I was like, you know what, I'm about to watch Goldie again. Cause I just felt like I had to have missed something or something. Like it was a disconnect. Cause I was just like, what did I watch? Like I just don't even know. But basically the whole movie is I won't tell y'all the whole movie, but it's just like because y'all really should watch it. But it's like this girl, they're in like poverty and like struggling. But like when she has the opportunity to like get out, she does the foolishness. Like she just it's just foolish. That's all I can say. Go watch Goldie, y'all. Just go ahead and watch it and leave us a comment if y'all understood what was happening. Cause I was just like, what in the world?
Okay, so here's the info on it. Goldie is a star. Well, not quite yet, but at least in the eyes of her little sisters, Cherie and Supreme, she is. The rest of the world is bound to take note soon, too. Her big break surely awaits. She's got to pick up that golden fur she's had on her eye on first. Okay. Hmm. I'm not reading the rest. I'll just have to go check it out.
Yeah, but I mean, you almost read the basically like this fur. Like basically, this whole show is about her wanting to buy a fur. But I told y'all she was poor.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
So there's the story. Like that's the story right there. Like,
And then it says something about she lands a role as a dancer in a hip
mm-hmm,
hop video and keep
mm-hmm.
and keep child welfare services from separating her from her sisters. Oh Lord, this is
That's what I'm saying. She's in poverty, but she's out here trying to be this music video star and spending money on clothes when y'all ain't got no food. That's what I'm saying. Like it's foolish. It's foolish. Like y'all is hungry. Y'all don't got food. She out here trying to get this fur.
what would you do if your son was at home?
Right alone on the bathroom floor because he's hungry. Okay. That's literally like she out here talking about child protective services, but she in a music video. Like, ma'am, what you
Goldie.
what you
Goldie. What are we doing here, sis? Focus.
focus, okay? Focus. And then the ending will kill y'all. Like I wanted to punch her in her throat at the ending. I was like, you know what? I'm done with this whole show. Whole show.
Okay, well, with that being said, it's one show that I know you're done with because I'm done with it already.
Oh, what is it?
Married at First Sight.
Oh, Married at First Sight. I hate the experts on this one.
I don't know if I hate them more this season or last season because last season was so unbearable with Zach and Mindy.
Oh God, he did poor Mindy. Mindy probably still has PTSD from that. Like he did Mindy so bad.
They need to do another. I mean, in which they probably would never consent to it. But honestly, they need to do They should do a show, a season, just for the people who got the short end of the stick, like Mindy and Kate, like and Mika, like ugh. But
Yeah.
this season, okay, where do I start? Y'all can fast forward if it's spoiler alert. Um, okay, let's start with the easy one. Bennett and Amelia. I feel like
They're cute.
they did their job with that. Like they
Mhm.
picked the most eccentric people, and they are a perfect match, like a perfect match.
They
Like
really are.
the fact that Bennett had a tiny house with not only did he have a tiny house, he built by himself, but he didn't even have a bathroom. So he goes to show Amelia his little tiny home. And most women would have been like, so you mean to tell me you don't have a kitchen and you don't have a bathroom and,
Right.
being disgusted. But no, she's like, oh, I think it's cute.
She literally was like, "This is amazing."
Yeah.
Amazing. He gotta walk across the street to go to the bathroom. What you mean? What happens in the
Like,
middle of the night? What
like,
happens?
like Benny got to go to the outhouse. Like he in the help. Like, what do you mean? Like you got to go to the outhouse. Okay, they go use the bathroom outside. Like what? No, like Benny, bruh. So and then okay, let's talk through this, Bennett. So when you gotta pee, are you going to pee outside? Are you going all the way to the outhouse? Like, what you doing? Are
There's
you
no
peeing in a?
way.
You think he peeing in a bottle?
Bennett is whipping out his thing and pulling it in and peeing in the grass. He probably got a little hole that go out the window or something.
I don't even think Bennett going out in the house outside. I think Bennett pulled that little nightgown out that he wear. He pull it up. That little night dress he got on. I think he just flip it out. He just pull that up and he pee in a little cup. I bet you. I know that he got a little urine bowl or something or bucket in his home. He do.
You right.
Yeah. Okay. But I think they'll work as long as we got to see about what happens with her like residency assignment or whatever. I think that'll be a it just depends on where they send her. But other than that, I think they would be a great couple. What about you?
Oh yeah, I definitely think so as well. I think so as well. And then the other ones that have the opportunity to work out is Woody and Amani.
Yeah, yeah, I like them. I think Woody is just like a ball of fun. Like I would
Mhm.
love like Woody is the type of guy like if you go on a couples like trip or whatever, that's the type of energy you want on a trip.
Right. Because he gonna be down to do anything. He gonna be hyping people up. He gonna be, y'all tired. Get up, that
Yeah,
person.
come on, y'all. Drinks in the morning. Yeah,
Right. Coming through with mimosa shots and stuff like that. Like he
yeah.
that one.
So basically, Woody is a male version of you on vacation.
I was just thinking that as I was saying it, like, dang, that sound like me.
Yeah, that's who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
me.
but yeah,
I'm a
he
ball of fun.
fun and yeah, he's fun and I think that's good because Armani, she's very like chill or whatever.
Right.
But I appreciate the fact that like while Armani is chill, she's still open to doing stuff. Like she's not gonna be a party pooper. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
Right.
I feel like I'm like Armani. Like I'm down for whatever. Like I'm not gonna mess up the vibe, but I might not be the first person boost cabling everybody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
But The person who is not like Armani is
Ugh.
who?
Karen.
Karen. Karen.
Karen. Karen is a Karen, okay? Karen is a Karen. That's all I have to say. Like, she is gonna waste poor Miles' time, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
She wants a toxic man so bad.
She do. She do. Like, hey, I want to get punched in the face, okay? You're not doing that. Like, what? Ma'am.
Miles tells you that he is struggling with depression, and you're like, oh, he's so emotional. I just don't know about that. Like, I didn't sign up for this. Sis, I hate to tell you this, but a lot of men deal with depression. Okay.
Right.
The
They just don't
difference
tell y'all.
is they don't tell you, and a lot of them are not diagnosed. Okay. But nonetheless, they still are depressed. Okay. So at least he told you up front. Okay. So, and he fine.
Right. Right.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm hoping that she'll turn around, like, because Greg and Deanna, they started off a little slow and a little rough, but then they end up staying married. So I'm gonna hold out for about 2 or 3 more episodes with Karen, but after that, I'm done with them. Okay, Brett and Olivia.
Oh Lord, that's the tragedy.
Okay, I don't know who's worse, Olivia or Brett, because Olivia is like, I mean, I'm married and I want to be a wife, but I want to do every single thing that I did when I was single. And um Brett, he can't get over the fact that he's poor.
Right. But he trying to act like he's not mad about it. But yeah, he's mad.
Yeah, he's big mad. And I don't get it. Like, bruh, get over it. Like, I'm assuming he probably make like $50,000, and then she probably making mid 100s or whatever. And it's like, y'all gonna come together and like split up households or whatever. Like, relax. Like, but then like they had this whole argument about, and she's not fiscally responsible. You can tell that up front. Like, sis does what she wants. She admitted to her finances not being completely in order. Like, she paid her bills, but she got debt and things like that. And he got a little house. She's not impressed by it. But I'm interested to see what happens with them, because I think he's neurotic, and I think she's none, and she's just not willing to compromise. But we'll see. And last, but certainly not
Oh
least,
my Lord. But certainly not least. Okay.
Christina and Henry. I'm gonna let you. What you got to say about them?
Oh, that's the one. That's the one that the experts just completely messed up. That's that one. Because you know how they have one every season where they just really completely trash. Is
Mm-hmm.
that one. Like, I don't know what's going on with them. Like, Christina is too impatient and she needy, and then Henry, he don't know what's going on. He really I feel like he really doesn't like Christina like that, and he's just awkward.
Yeah, he's definitely got some interpersonal issues, or yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But let's talk about, let me tell you what irked me about Christina. She started off like, I'm gonna show him the world. She acting like she, Ariel, not Ariel, who was it, Alpha Atlantic? I can
I can
show
show
you
you the
the
world.
world. Because she just made it seem like he was just such uncultured swine, because he had never traveled outside of the United States. And I mean, she's an airline attendant, so of course she's been places by default or whatever. But what I didn't expect was, number one, her viewing his home and talking so much cash shit for her to go, for Henry to attempt to go to her home, and she say, about that, I don't have one. Excuse me?
When I
Not.
tell you I almost died when she said that, I could not believe it.
So let me get this right, sis. You had so much to say about Henry's abode, and yet you have nothing. You have nothing but the clothes in your car. So let me get this right, sis. You're homeless. So this is the second season in a row where they have what casted a homeless person because big tall guy last season was homeless.
He was homeless. They don't do no background check, but then I just felt like she literally called Henry's place small. Like she literally said that out of her mouth. And then he was like, "Okay, well, let's go to your place." And she was like, "Oh, well, my stuff is in my car." What you mean?
Like, sis, you don't even have a she shed like Bennett. Like, how you gonna talk so much junk?
Like she talks so much trash.
I'm done with her. I'm done with her.
I'm done with
So
this.
yeah, I'm done with talking about this because she didn't discuss to me. Just think about her all over again. Okay, so with that being said, it's now time for the science moment of the week.
Oh, science moment of the week. Alrighty. So last time, y'all know I've been using my science moments to just talk trash about science, really. And then last week I told y'all actually that there's been a lot of black in different science fields moments, and that's been actually bringing me a lot of joy. So I am very excited to announce that next week, or depending on whenever you listen to this, but what? Let me just say the days. Let's see, September 6th through the 12th will be Black in Geoscience Week, and I am
Yay!
Black in Geoscience Week. Hey, hey, hey. And so I am excited because I'm on the planning committee for Black in Geoscience Week. We have been working very hard to bring you all a great week. And it's been interesting because, of course, when you hear word like geoscience, you're like, well, what is that? And so here I am to tell y'all. So I'm gonna just read this definition. Geoscience is the study of Earth, its oceans, atmosphere, rivers, and lakes, ice sheets and glaciers, soils, its complex surface, rocky interior, and metallic core. This includes many aspects of how living things, including humans, interact with the earth. So basically, geoscience is broadly the earth science. It's what is going on in the earth. So it spans over a number of different disciplines. You can be an ocean scientist, a lake science, an atmospheric scientist. You can be a soil scientist, but you are studying the earth. So that makes you broadly a geoscientist. And that is the science moment of the week. So please tune in next week or during Black and Geoscience Week, and you'll see all about the Black people who are studying the earth. Yeah, and helping to protect it and doing all types of cool things.
Okay. Well, thank you,
That's
Dr.
it.
Moore. Thank you, Dr.
You're
Moore.
welcome. All righty. It's time for Reddit on Reddit. What you done read on Reddit today?
Okay, so the username either underscore organization one posted on September the 1st, 2020, the following. Am I the asshole for restricting my boyfriend's usage of my car?
What?
I have gone through two Dodges since meeting my boyfriend, who is 22 years old. One he totaled, hitting a dog at night. The other he took off to see his brother and drove it through a flood. This was 3 weeks ago. Now you ready for this? 35-year-old female and waiting on a check from insurance company. As I
What?
write this, I feel so defeated. I have a mortgage and bills to pay, so picked up a used car for myself. One I have wanted for 20 years. I love it. He's furious with me for isolating him from his family because I won't let him drive my car, my new car, unless it's for work. I told him when he gets glasses, we will revisit the issue, but no night country driving. He is not allowed to smoke at all either, the exception of his vape. I'm a non-smoker and can't stand the scent of cigarettes, and I don't want him smoking weed in the car. He's not allowed to take the car out to the country, especially at night. I have told him repeatedly I will drive him to see his brother, but he had to work around my work schedule. I work 34 hours from Friday to Sunday every week. He works part time as a delivery driver at a local pizza joint Monday through Friday. He is furious that I don't trust him with my new car, but he hadn't exactly given me a reason to. He's accusing me of imprisoning him in the house, so I'm turning to internet strangers for judgment. Am I the asshole?
Oh my gosh.
I, I have so many questions. Okay.
Right.
Okay, here's my first question. How are you a part time delivery driver when you don't have an automobile?
Please explain. Well, maybe he working for like one of them who give you one.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they always make you put that little illuminated sign on top of yours, on top of your own car. So you're right. Maybe it's like a local one. They got their own car. Okay. The next question. Since you're 35 years old, why are you with the 22-year-old? Okay. His frontal lobe
Right.
has not developed.
Oh
Okay.
my
So
god, go away.
um, it's okay to have an age disparity, but not when he's that young. He hasn't experienced life yet. Okay, next thing. So let me get this right. You broke bitch. You you wrecked one car, hit a dog, then you flooded her car. I mean, at what point do is something wrong with him? Because, bruh, this is a car. You thought that it was okay to like drive through 5 feet of water? You you didn't think nothing was gonna happen? You thought the car was just gonna be okay? This was your only form of transportation, and you said, "Oh, let me drive through 5 feet of water and flood the car." You thought that was okay, bro. Then she get a new car, and you mad because you can't drive her car around that you want to smoke in when she's a non-smoker.
Right.
I break up with him. That's all I got. Just break up with him, sis.
Just break up. Y'all ain't gonna work. Y'all just ain't gonna work. Just let it go. Just let it go, sis. Cause he don't care and he's trash. And yeah, it's just that. I don't think she's the asshole.
He definitely is.
Oh, he definitely is. She's not.
Yeah, he'll keep messing up stuff until you put your foot down too. So good luck with that, sis.
Exactly. Exactly. He's a kid. Yeah.
And
No.
he's a user, and he's clearly entitled. He's probably been doing it all his life. Like like you just tear up somebody's car twice, like, and you just think you're gonna okay, whatever, dog. Ain't no way. Okay, so anyways, what you got?
Oh my gosh. This one is short and foolish. Short and sweet. So this is from Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel 11 hours ago. Am I the asshole for not giving my mom my class schedule?
Oh my god.
I, male 19, am in my second year of college. Last year, when my mom asked for my schedule and I gave it to her, she would annoy me every single day. I had class to make sure I always do my work and I'm always up and ready to take my classes. I find this extremely annoying because I never miss class and always do my work. So her telling me things I already do just gets on my nerves. Because of this, when she asked me for my class schedule today, I told her I'm not giving it to her because I'm responsible enough to manage myself.
What?
Now she's mad at me and is not talking to me. Am I the asshole for not giving her my class schedule? Yo, why? I don't think he the asshole, but this is just so foolish. Like, mom, leave him alone. She is definitely a
Right.
helicopter mom. Like,
Clearly. Okay.
ma'am,
Clearly.
back up off him. Either he gonna go or not, and you bothering him is not gonna make him go. You know what I'm
At
saying?
all.
Like, if I was in the house, if I was in my bed at Winthrop University in the dorm, and I got a text message from Kathy saying, "Hey, you get into class?" If I wasn't going that day, I still wasn't going.
Okay.
Like,
Girl. But they do it. Like I got a colleague, she has a phone tracker on her son, and like she'll be like, "Hey, you're not at class. You need to get up. Like she will call him and be like, hey, you have not had any movement outside of your dorm. I need you to move. Your class is supposed to be is down the block. You need to go to class. She would call him. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Like if you ain't got enough sense to go to class, that's on you. You can come and when you flunk out, you can take your ass back home. I'm not going back and forth with you.
Exactly.
Wow,
Exactly.
his mom can get her life together. She real
Yeah,
bored.
I just yeah, and then like the fact that for her to get mad, like, ma'am, what is your purpose? Like, that's not gonna bring him closer to you. You get mad, that's weird. Calm down.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, we're done with this. All righty. It's time for Mandy's review of the week. What you got?
Okay, so it's short and sweet. So, one day I was on Instagram and I saw somebody had posted their artwork or whatever,
Mhm.
and not all. I'm not really into art like that, but like I saw the pieces and they just like really resonated with me, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, and they had tagged the artist, so I was like, oh, let me go check them out. So, the artist's name is Reina Noriega, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it, but she's a 27-year-old Afro Latina, and she makes amazing art, and a lot of it is like of Black women or whatever, depicted like in just everyday like life situations or whatever.
Oh wow.
So yeah, she lives in Florida, and she taught herself like she was she majored in like art or whatever, and she's also like a visual artist. She like taught like graphic design, but yeah, her work is really dope or whatever. So quite recently I purchased some like what do you call it, like some large canvases or whatever. She outsources it throughout iCanvas. So I got
Mhm.
like two pieces of like two Black women. I'll share the links or whatever. But I'm super excited. I need to get my accent wall painted before I put them up. But yeah, like I really love her stuff. Like it's super dope. So shout out to you, Raina. Definitely wanted to amplify your artwork because it is definitely worth looking at more than once and definitely purchasing. So that's it.
Yeah. Come on, support Black business, support art. Yes.
You
Artwork.
know, I wish I would have got on it a while ago because I've been sitting in this home, like every day since what, March. So I probably should have,
Right.
worked on this project earlier, but better late than never, right? So I'm super
Exactly.
excited about that because art is, forever. So, anyways, Timo, are you rant ready?
I stayed rant ready, and this rant literally just came what yesterday. So this rant is specifically and directly to the ER doctor that I had yesterday. So yeah, I've been struggling. I've been having some I was having some chest pains, and I just been going back and forth with just like my blood pressure and doing too much. And honestly, I needed to start drinking more water. Probably should like do a sit up or two, but that's another story. So anyway, I was feeling yesterday like, oh man, like I just wasn't feeling well, having chest pains. And then I'm like, I called my doctor and she's like, oh yeah, you need to go to the ER. So I'm like, bro, really? Yuck. So anyway, get myself situated, go out to the ER, got my mask on. The ER is the slow, like for it to be an emergency room, it's the slowest place. Like there's no emergencies going on in there.
They will let you die in there
Like they
waiting on
will
them.
literally let you die in there. And so anyway, so I get in there, they check me in, go through the vitals, run all these tests, do all these things, and then I'm just sitting back in the room on the bed. So this is probably like 2 hours after me being in the emergency room. Um, the doctor comes in, little white lady, and she looks at me. Do you speak English? Oh, what? Like I was so confused, and I was just like, yeah. Like, I would like, is that just a standard question? Like, I just don't. I had so many questions. Like, dog, I had been in there for two. I like, either
Like,
way,
sis, no, hold up. You saw my chart where I filled it out with my own English handwriting. Okay.
right?
I know you saw the chart. That's first thing, right? But second thing, let's talk through this. if I'm in another country, I'm just, and somebody approaches me, they just start talking in their native tongue, and then eventually I'll be like, no, it's no, speak it, whatever. If she would have just started talking to you regular, if you didn't speak English, you would have been like, no, it's habla English,
Right.
and kept it moving. So why did she have to ask you that? And then my thing is, what brown skinned person have you met, like dark brown skinned person who don't know how to speak English
Right. It was I
in
just had
Seattle?
so many questions. Like, it's not that many of us in here. And then it's like, really? It was just so off-putting and weird. Like, I'm sitting here, I've been here for 2 hours and you come in, do you speak English? All right, weird. I'm just like,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, sis. And like, man, I ain't got time for this shit. Like, my whole ass cheeks is out right now. I'm cold.
Right.
This bed is uncomfortable. Hurry the hell up. You up here talking about, do I speak English? Bitch, you look at the paper. Come
Right.
on
Do
now.
do you speak results? Okay. That's what I'm here for. Just give me my fucking results. Okay. With all of this extra. It was just like, again, so weird. Because at this point, 2 hours later, ma'am, you should have known if I didn't speak English, and you could have should have came in there with a translator or something. Because that means if I didn't speak English, you was gonna have to go back out and find someone to talk to me, further wasting my fucking time. So it's
I
like,
just
come on. Come
That's why
on.
people that's why people be unnecessarily dying, because the healthcare industry is just so stressful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so stressful. Like, you don't even want to deal with it. Like, and then I finally found a good black doctor. And that lady gonna send me an email this week talking about, hey, yeah, bye. I'm closing the practice. What? I just found you. It's like finding a new hairdresser or a new hair salon. Like, ma'am, are you
Right.
kidding me? They didn't even give me no suggestions for no new doctor. You know how long it took me to find a decent doctor? Y'all done heard my story about my experience with these other doctors. Like, I don't even want to go. You know what? If I die, I die. Like, I don't even feel like finding no new doctor no more.
And that's really what it be like. And that's a shame. Like, these people go to school for all these years just not to give a fuck about people. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, what was your purpose? I'm confused.
It is 2020, and there's still not an app where I can put in filters and figure out how much I'm gonna pay before I get there. Why the fuck do I gotta go through all of this? I gotta call, fax over records. They gotta ask me for my insurance information. There should be an app. And Blue Cross Blue Shield, they got a piece of a little app, but it's raggedy. I should be able to, like, this is my symptoms. This is what I'm coming here for. Y'all should give me a flat rate, and y'all should be able to tell me, hey, you can come in tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It's in network. Here are the reviews. Keep it moving. Why don't we have that in 2020? Why?
Right.
Tired of it. Tired of it. Tired of them.
Just, ugh. Anyways, that's it. Look, that's it. That's all. And now it's time for what? Tweets that didn't fly.
Okay. On August the 11th at 12:05 p.m., I got one retweet and one like.
Mm.
This is what I wrote. I think it's fascinating how folks not only disrespect you, but want you to smile while they disrespect you.
Oh, baby girl. Baby. Sheesh. What day you wrote that? I need to go back and find that and like and retweet that now.
Okay,
Sheesh.
August 11th. Let's talk through this.
Sheesh.
Folks will say stuff to you sideways, and
Sideways.
when you look at them with an attitude in your eyeballs, what's wrong? Why are you like this? Like, why? What's the problem? Well, you said something stupid, and you said
Yeah,
something disrespectful.
yeah, you literally just disrespected me. Not sure if you were here, but you disrespected me. Like, what?
Like, you how I let you get away with disrespect because I didn't want to get arrested, or I didn't want to get fired, or I was tired. Okay, but that wasn't good enough for you. You want me to fake it. I ain't never been good at faking it, honey. Okay? So what you're not gonna get is a smile on my face while you do the disrespectful things that you do. What you should be happy is that I didn't cuss you out or walk off. Because I did that before too, honey. I never forget, honey, my coworker, I usually try to be, hold my little face. But one time she said something to me so disrespectful, honey. You know what? I didn't even feel like engaging with her. I just walked off.
Yeah, and that's that stuff. Like, you shouldn't have to be dealing with that at work. And then she just ended looking like, she probably said like, oh, she's disrespectful. She didn't even respond. Like, no, ma'am, you was wrong. Leave me alone.
I'm sparing you and me.
Right.
Okay? You remember that. I'm sparing you and me. Okay? So when I give you this face, that was the easiest thing I could do. Okay? So y'all remember that, sis. Okay?
Thanks.
I'm gonna start saying that. But Amanda, why do you have that facial expression? Listen, I'm sparing you and me, and I'm gonna keep it at that.
I'm
Okay?
sparing you and me. Dang, that's it. Or you should say,
Mhm.
I'm protecting you and me. That's what it really is.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Because they will try you, and honey, I know you get tried way harder than me because you definitely are in the white man's world.
Lord Jesus, it be so much trying. I just be like, Lord, try Jesus, okay? Try Jesus, don't try me.
Honey, that's why this quarantine been good, honey, because you can mute and turn off your video screen on the Zoom real quick, honey.
With the quickness, and I utilize it, honey. Because when I say I'll go off video real quick, I don't have no time. No, I'm not doing this. I'm going off video real
Did,
quick.
did, did Tiara just turn off her screen? We can't see you. Yep.
She
Yep.
left.
I did that before. You was on the Zoom. Y'all said something real stupid. I just turned that
Yeah,
screen
let me
off.
just turn my video off. That's my response to that. Video off.
Matter of
I
fact,
literally have nothing to say.
somebody had said something so disrespectful one time on the Zoom. I turned the screen off and I took a nap. I did.
Oh my gosh, and that took a nap.
I took a whole nap. I laid my ass right down there. Yep. I sure did. And I turned the volume down so I ain't have to hear them. I,
Oh
I don't know.
my god.
Honestly, truthfully, I don't know if they called my name or not because I turned that volume down and I took me a nap. I sure did. And I woke up. I woke up in about 20 minutes. I sure did, and I felt better.
Yeah, they be doing too much. Sometimes it's like, you're not gonna disrespect me today. No.
Okay. Okay. So what about you? What's your tweet?
Okay, so this tweet is from May 2nd, 2020, and it got 6 likes.
Oh, celebrity.
I'm a
Okay.
celebrity. Okay. It says, I'm always torn between losing weight or just becoming a plus size model and stunting on y'all asses. Okay. And I have this dilemma to this day. Because as I told y'all, I just came from the emergency room and they always like, oh, well, your diet, you can lose a couple pounds. Whatever, bitches. I could just stay where I'm at. So I'm always on the cusp of feeling like, should I lose this weight or should I just capitalize on this fatness? Because your girl is fine. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. So I could be out here utilizing this weight instead of just dying, slowly.
Slowly.
All right. That's all. That's the tweet. I think we done.
I think
you want
so.
you want to thank your sponsors?
I
Thank the
do.
sponsors.
I would like to thank Amanda and Dr. Moore for their contributions. Because, honey,
We all we
we all
got.
we got.
We all we got.
Used to be creative.
Yeah, hey,
Out here.
okay. Hey, thank y'all for listening. Y'all be rocking with us. We
Right.
appreciate it. Thank
We
y'all.
really do.
Y'all been leaving us some nice reviews, and I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Yeah, drop some more, drop some comments, retweet, send us some questions, interact. We out here, we real people.
Right. And next week we'll have a topic or whatever. But this week we was just trying to dangle. You know what I mean?
Just
Like
dangling.
give y'all a piece of content. Okay.
Right. It's a little, dangle is as dangle does.
Okay. All right, y'all.
Bye.
Thanks for dangling with us. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share on iTunes, SoundCloud, or wherever you get your podcast. To find out more information about upcoming episodes and to keep the convo going, follow us on social media at DANGLIN.